Identifying.
The king of cakes. Chopper for the win.
G'day guys, welcome back to Cakes by Chopper. Today we have Jazza from the YouTube channel Draw with Jazza. I've been a fan of Jazza's for quite some time now, and he's just done a tutorial on the drawing fundamentals of a cartoon face, and he did yours truly. So if you want to check that video, the links are in the description, or click the annotation above, and show Jazza some love, please. Hey, that rhymes. Okay, what you're going to do is head over to the Cakes by Chopper Facebook page, print off the Jazza head template if you want to eat a Jazza head. Then you're going to cut out the cakes as usual, then fill it with your favourite flavouring. I've just used a chocolate buttercream, and then I gave it a crumb coat with the same buttercream, and then made sure it was all nice and neat, ready for me to pipe around and do the border around the outside. What we're going to do is a fondant template on top, so just make this cake as pretty as you can by doing some sort of decorative pattern on the side or a nice smooth chocolate border. I like this little star pattern because it's quick, it's easy, and it looks effective. For the fondant topper, you're going to cut out the entire shape of Jazza's head, making nice clean lines, and then remove the excess fondant. Now for the yellow, you're going to cut out a few millimeters over on the outside, but exactly the same on the inside. This way when it lays on top, you can gently fold the edges down around the outside and you don't see the flesh coloured fondant underneath. To make it easy to place the hair on, just use the template to measure where it goes and stick it down with a little bit of water. Now there's a little cheat with his eyebrows. I cut the template so it left a little bit along the bottom to show me how big the eyebrows were, and I just rolled them freehand out of fondant. And that way, using the template, I could guide how big they are and where they were positioned. The same goes for the eyes and the mouth. Unfortunately, I didn't film that part. Now to add the shadowing to the fondant, here I messed up and used the pinkish colour which I wanted to use on his face, and I put it on his hair. So I had to quickly correct that, lighten that colour up as much as I could, and add a bit of brown to it. There was not much of a problem with it, just I had to keep working it until I got it light enough. If you have any problems like that, just add a bit of water, then remove it with a dry brush, and that should help you get it back to what you want. For the shadowing, you just dip your brush in a bit of water, then dab it on a paper towel, and it lightens the colour and you can add in the shading. Now it's onto your line work, which I use 2 parts liquid food dye and 1 part gel food dye, and I think it makes this perfect painting consistency, and a good set of brushes is necessary because you don't want any hairs coming out in your food products. Okay, so just go and line off his eyes, his eyebrows, trace around the edge of his teeth, draw in the detail of his little smile and smirk. I added in the dimples, the earpiece, and the little bottom lip, and then I went right around his face and traced the entire outside and his hair. And then you're pretty much done with your template. Just make sure your lines go to the bottom of the fondant, and you want to make sure that it's clean on the inside, because when you look from the top, if you get a few scuff marks like I did, it looks a little bit messy, and you don't want that. If you take a little bit of time with it, you'll be much happier with the result. Once that's done, you can pop it into the fridge to set. I've just transferred it straight across onto the chocolate cake, and there you go. There is your very own Draw with Jazza cake. I hope you liked it, Jazza. I hope you guys like it too. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, if you want to go check out the drawing fundamentals of a cartoon face featuring yours truly, click the annotation above or the link in the description. Jazza's done a great tutorial, as well as a time-lapse version of the mural he did on his wall. It is amazing. Please check it out. You won't be sorry. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.